kind of give the updates before Monday hits. Monday, I think, of course, negotiations and talks will start again. I think there's a good chance this week is our chance to do something before the draft because we're getting so close to the draft. It might be a good idea to hold off and see what happens in the draft or see what jump on this Demarcus, Lawrence being possibly on the free agent market. And see what happens so, in the draft or see. So that's the discussion right now, guys. Let me put this back up. I have a few things open here I wanted to look at. Part of it is the pay scale, what our draft board looks like, and so forth. So I want to make sure you guys can see this. I might have to move the camera a little bit. Let me a little bit right there. Get this rolling. I hope I'm not lagging. Let me know, guys, if we're lagging up. That's another thing. I should have got the other computer open. So, anyways, there's quite a few things we can look at on here. I want to switch over to the salary cap and some of those things. This is my scenario, guys. We have about we have to look and see, do we trade Demarcus Lawrence? And the reason is, I think we're so close to get that out of the way. I think we're only about $1.5 million off, or maybe $1 million per year, and that really, and that's why I think a deal could happen this week. If we're that, guys, wow, that's kind of weird looking. I want to see the chat box, and I don't have my other computer open. So the thing is, you just put a few things in there. You put in some production incentives. You make the contract more incentive based or time on the field based. You could put both of those things in there. You could put an injury clause in there. Those are some things that they could work in where you still give Demarcus Lawrence that $22 million, and it would hit you this year on the cap. That's going to hit you. It's going to hit your cap no matter what. But if you put those incentives in there and he does not meet those incentives, then next year is when they can apply that portion that he did not get paid to next year's cap. So let's say they give him a $22.5 million deal, which is what he's looking at. What he's looking at right now is he wants the same deal that Von Miller got, which was $16.6 million or whatever it was, $16.6 million, plus over the last 2 years, since then, there's been a 22% pay increase. So he wants what Von Miller got plus the normal average increase of salaries. Basically, it makes it the same deal, but he is getting more than Von Miller. So with that being said, if the Cowboys decide to go ahead and do that, they can make it incentive based, where he has to play a certain amount of games, where he has to perform a certain amount of tackles or tackles for loss or strip sacks or whatever. They can put some things in there, and if he doesn't meet those incentives, it reduces his salary. Now he would still get hit. We would still get hit for a $22 million cap this season. But what it does is, if let's say he loses $4 million because he didn't hit his incentive marks, he had some injuries and he didn't play. Let's say they put 12 games on their minimum or a certain amount of snaps. Let's say he doesn't hit those incentives. Well, that comes off the salary cap for next year. They roll that in because this year they have to apply the cap at the beginning of the year. So that's the way that works. And there's a possibility they're working on those things. I really think as close as we are, they've got to be working out the details. That's just my opinion. That's what I think. The other thing, if they're not working out the details, if this thing is a little uglier than and I do think it is a little uglier than just that because of the surgery thing. I think if they were just working out the surgery thing or the details, he would move forward with the surgery. So the fact that he hasn't moved forward with the surgery, he's holding that over their head. That does mean he wants to be a Dallas Cowboy, because if he wanted to be on another team, he's hurting his value anywhere he goes. Anywhere he goes outside the Cowboys, he's hurting his value, and he's actually hurting his value here as well. But why would you do that if you definitely want to go to another team? You would get your surgery done, you would throw your body out on the market, strong, solid, the best body you could, and you would go see how much money you want. The fact that he's doing that, I really think means, he's not wanting to go anywhere else, but he's wanting the Cowboys to pay him. So we'll see how that goes, because he could sit out the season and go through the penalties and all those things like Earl Thomas did, and like Le'Veon Bell did as well. So we'll see how that goes, guys. But as we get closer to the draft, there is a possibility. Think about this. We've already got Quinn on one side. If we get a very good offer, it gets close to the draft, and they start shopping him, and these teams, they start saying, you know, at 17 or 18, we're not going to get a top pass rusher. You know, so maybe we get a first-round draft for Demarcus Lawrence. We free up that money. We get a first-round draft pick. So we can draft a guy to come in, and it's going to reduce the salary. So not only will we get a first-round draft pick, we're going to have money. We're going to have $21 million, basically, to go out and get another player similar to Robert Quinn. You could go with Sue, or you could go with McDowell, or you could go with Iggy Ansah. There's a couple guys out there that you could bring in, so you would have Quinn, you would have Tyron Crawford, you would have our draft pick, you'd have Taco Charlton, you would have, I had some notes on this, you know, you'd have Tyron Crawford, you'd have Antoine Wood. Antoine Wood is making $570,000 this year, guys. He's on his, it is a contract year. We just brought in Christian Covington, who's playing for like 1.6 million, I believe, something like that. We've got we've got not very much money on the defensive line other than Tyron Crawford and excuse me, Tyron Crawford and Demarcus Lawrence. And as you guys know, Robert Quinn, we got a very good deal on him. So that's where I stand, guys. That's what we're working on, getting Demarcus Lawrence signed. But we cannot freak out if this guy holds and we get close to the draft. The Cowboys are really going to put him out on the market to see what kind of draft pick we can get. That's just my opinion. That's what I think they should do. And if we can get a first round for him, shit, maybe a first and a fourth, or if we can get 2 seconds, or you know, something like that, you can put those together and try to move up. We've already got our second round draft pick at 58. So to me, we have the ability to resolve this defensive line thing, whether we sign Demarcus Lawrence or whether we get a first or second round draft pick for him and the money back. So we'll have two things if he leaves: a draft pick and a lot of money. With a lot of money, you go get another defensive lineman. We won't find a Demarcus Lawrence. We know that. I'm not saying that, but you'll have 3 very good guys versus 1, you know, great guy. We've already got Quinn. If we can get him signed, man, we're looking good. But also, you got to look at it. We could have a rookie that's not making very much money that possibly is his replacement, or Taco Charlton would get more time on the field, which he does need more time. He should be developing this year, next year. It just takes those guys a while. So that's my perception on the Demarcus Lawrence thing, guys. We've got the assets there. We've got good picks. We're going to get a good trade value for him. We need to work it out this week. If we don't work it out this week, I really see them kind of holding pattern and waiting to the draft and see if some other players or some other teams jump on a Demarcus Lawrence, maybe a first round or something, maybe even better. So that's it, guys. Take care. Enjoy, guys. I'm here. I'm here. I just made a video a few minutes ago, and my internet is lagging. But I did make a video a few minutes ago on Jalen Hurd. So I was under the impression that I was making another video. Now I'm sitting here live, and I have to trade him. Do you think we can get a first-round pick and another decent player for Demarcus Lawrence? Jeremy X, what's up, brother? How you doing? I really think we'll get at least, you know, a high second-round pick if the right team is there, or we get a first-round pick for him. And the thing is, his surgery, you know, that could hurt his trade value. But like I said, we've already got Quinn. If we get that money back, there's a few players still out there right now we could go get. So you go get one of those defensive linemen, Dominican Sue, Khalil McDowell, Iggy Ansah. Any of those guys are pretty decent replacements. Now, they're not Demarcus Lawrence, but you relieve that salary of Demarcus Lawrence, not just 1 year. You relieve that salary for the next 4 or 5 years. That gives us our money that we need to sign, Dak Prescott. It gives us our money that we need to sign Ezekiel Elliott. And on top of that, we will get a draft pick. So maybe you try to draft another another defensive lineman, and I really think this is the year Taco Charlton is gonna come around. Everybody's been down on him, but the defensive linemen and offensive linemen don't come in and dominate their early in their career. So we're gonna get Taco Charlton on the field a little more, and we're gonna get a rookie defensive lineman with the pick. If we lose Demarcus Lawrence, we just pick one up with that pick, and we develop those guys and see which one comes in and maybe develops into the next Demarcus Lawrence. But we can't let this guy, control our salary cap. We can't let him control what we end up releasing Byron Jones, or if we end up releasing these other guys. There's other guys we need to keep as well, and we need to think about. Can't have that, especially not this year. This is our window. Yeah, and guys, this is why I'm hot on Jalen Hurd. You guys know I did a video back recently on Jalen Hurd. I've heard a few other guys pick up on him as well. The reason I'm hot for Jalen Hurd is we've got Tavon Austin. He's on a one-year deal, right? Did he do a 1 year or 2 year deal? But we've got a lot of these receivers that we've got on short contract. So this is a rookie guy that could come in and be an elite receiver. And if we do that, we've got him on a rookie contract for a few years, and that frees up money, for Ezekiel Elliott and Dak Prescott over their next few years. So you can't just pay everyone $8 million, $6 million, $9 million, $10 million, 22. We can't do that. You've got to have your players like Antoine Woods. Everybody loves the guy. And Ray's in the house. What's up, fella? How you doing? Gene Martz. Let's see, Jeremy X. So that's where I am. We got guys. Antoine Woods definitely deserves more than he's making now. So we've got to throw that into the salary cap down the road, as well as some of these other guys. Quinn, he's a 1 year. He's coming in as a 1 year deal. So that means we need Taco Charlton to step up and cover when this guy's gone next year, if we decide not to re-sign him, or if we can't re-sign him. So that's where I'm at, guys. Boys for Life. Hey, brother, I subscribed to your channel today. I wanted to get with you. You did a really good video on Jalen Hurd. I just watched it. You guys check out Boys for Life, Cowboy channel. If you don't mind, I'm gonna take the link to your video and put it in the details of my video I'm putting out tomorrow. Let me know if you don't mind. I don't want to steal anybody's video. You threw that video together. Outstanding video. I did one because of your video, Boys for Life. I actually did a video, and it basically is interviews. It's Jalen Hurd interviews. I wanted to put that out so people could see what kind of person he is, what kind of player he is. He's a locker room guy. He's very well respected on his team at Tennessee and at Baylor. So I will put your video that you did yesterday. I will put that in the description of my video, since that's okay. I saw that I'm doing a video tribute for the Cowboys versus Eagles that should be up later today. Yeah, you do really good videos, dude. You got some talent I don't have yet. I'm trying to learn that. So I'm gonna jump off, guys. Subscribe to Cowboys for Life channel. He has a really good Jalen Hurd video. I have my Jalen Hurd video. It's downloading right now, but I need to do a little bit of editing to that, and then I'll get it out to you guys. I appreciate it. Enjoy the live stream, guys. Cowboys for Life. Let's do this. The draft is coming. We got to make our move, guys. Take care. Peace. I jumped. Yeah.